Today we are trying out Saldanha Wine and Spirit Company. Join us as I take you there. First, outfit of the day, grey t-shirt dress with spots on it, and then denim jacket, tights and boots, and then I'm pairing it with my black tote bag. And if it's colder later tonight, I am also wearing a little black cardigan that I can put under my jacket. And that's it. Let's rate the experience at Saldanha Wine Company. For the venue and the setting, it is absolutely gorgeous. When you are outside, standing on the deck, standing on the beach, it looks like you are somewhere overseas on a tropical island, or in Portugal or Spain. It is so beautiful. So for venue setting, it's a 2.5 out of 3. It is gorgeous. Okay, so with regards to front of house staff bookings, I initially sent a WhatsApp to make the booking, but I did not receive a response over the WhatsApp line. I did instead receive an SMS message from, I think, Dine Plan, asking me to pay a deposit of a certain amount, on which I decided, okay, I'm going to phone them first and find out how things work. So that's when they informed me of the deposit and that it would include a glass of wine. They also informed me when making the booking that they are not a restaurant, so they do not really have any food options available there. They said that they've got potatoes, they've got oysters, and I think they said mussels, if I remember correctly. So that's the options that they said that they had on the menu. So they told us not to expect a restaurant, so going in we were aware of that. They also said that they don't have like cool drinks really. They've got more like lemonade and that type of thing available. So that's all of the information that they gave us at when I made the booking, or when I phoned to find out more of how the setup works. So for the bookings and the way they handle it, I think I would give them a 2.5 out of 3. When we arrived, there were no mix-up or issues with the bookings. They had us on the list and there were no issues there. For that, I give them a 2 out of 3. As mentioned, they are not a restaurant, so they do not have a menu available. They have a couple of options on the menu, but when we arrived there, we saw that they had some crisps additionally, they had biltong, they had, what else, nuts available, and then there were also some braaibroodjies, what do you call it, roosterbrood. They had some roosterbrood on the menu available as well. So I don't feel fair to judge them on the option of a menu, so I'm going to cancel that one from today's rating. I am also going to cancel the free from option. So as mentioned, they are not a restaurant. And then also they do not have any wait staff that come and wait on you. So you go, they have like the bar area set up, and then they've got the area set up where you place your order for the food. So you go up there, you get a ticket for the food, and then you go stand in the line for the food, and also then you can go to the bar and you can go order from the bar, whatever. My hubby ordered 3 beers and he says that it's Portuguese beers. So I will show you the taste test when he takes his first sip. Interesting. But now Yay or a nay? Yay. You want, you can then take your glass or your bottle and you can go sit, either like we had a table reserved, but you can also move your chairs and go sit outside if there's a spot outside that's available. I am not going to rate them on menu, I am not going to rate them on free from options, and I'm also not going to rate them on waiting staff. I do want to rate them on the food that there was available though. The roaster bread, it was yummy. My son enjoyed that. I had the potatoes, so the potatoes were made with butter and some wild cabbage. That was also quite yummy. And then what else? My friend, he had the oysters. He says they were good. My sister just had some nuts. Was there anything else that we tried? Those were all the options that we tried. So the options are very limited, as mentioned. The food was good, but it is very expensive for what it is. So now I have to think now. I won't judge the food based on the price, because the price I'm still going to mention. So for the tasting of the food, and I think I'll give them a 1 out of 3 for the food, just based on the options that were available. I know I said I'm not going to rate them on that, but I think there are just too few options and they do not cater for the wider population. So for that, the food, it's a 1 out of 3. Then it is a wine bar. So they have mostly wines. I think they've got some sparkling wine, and then they've got some sherry, some Jarapico, if I remember correctly. So they do not have any cocktails, only wines. And based on the name, Saldanha Wine Company, I think it's fair to assume that they only have wines available. Now I have to add that most of the wine, I did not like the taste of them. Not a lot of options available. And then also, based on the taste, not my favorite wines I've tasted thus far. So I'm giving them a 1 out of 3 on wine and cocktail options also. Okay, so let's get to costs. As mentioned, we had to pay a 50 Rand deposit, and that included the wine, 1 glass of wine. My boy also had to pay 50 Rand deposit. That included a cool drink for him, and I think that was a homemade lemonade that he received. The food was expensive. The options were few. The wines was also expensive, and as mentioned, not very tasty according to me. So for that, I also give them a 1 out of 3. I don't want to, but a 1 out of 3. All in all, the vibe of the place, it is gorgeous. I think what they have there, the idea, I think that's something that they can work on a little bit more. I think they've got a lot of potential. They must maybe look into having like more mainstream, like cool drinks available, like Coke and things, because at the moment they do not have that available. The other thing that I can mention or add is that there were very few locals around there. It seems like the people that operates this, they are not from the West Coast, so they come in, I think every second weekend they come, but they also release the dates of when they are open on social media. So the last time I checked, they were only open till end of September. And yes, so they announce on social media when they will be open. So I think if that place would be open over the festive season, they would make a killing. As mentioned, the venue, gorgeous, sitting there on the beach, sipping some wine, lovely. But yes, I think they have a little bit of more work to do with how they package the experience. So my overall rating for Saldanha Wine Company, I rated on 5 areas today: the venue, the bookings, how that worked, the food, cocktails, and then cocktails, wine options, and then the cost. So I rated on those 5 areas today, and they scored 7.5 out of 15. All in all, if you ask me if I would go back there, I would say yes. For the venue, for the setting, I would absolutely go back there. I think you have to be a nice group of people when you go there, and maybe next time I must try the sparkling wine. I did not get a chance to try the sparkling wine on the day we were there. So that's my rating for Saldanha Wine Company. If you've been there, tell me in the comments, what did you think? How did you experience it? And based on my review, would you want to go try it? Does it intrigue you? Does it make you a little bit more curious? I hope you do take a look and go see for yourself just how beautiful the venue is. See you again next time. Bye bye.